will not only start with the number 7, but also with the number 2.
Get a new AfriCell SIM card now that starts with the number 2.
So now I can get an AfriCell number that starts with the number 2?
Yes, and when you receive a call from a number starting with the number 2, it's one of the new AfriCell lines calling you. My mobile number is 2, and
we are AfriCell 2!
Hello, 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 and welcome to this European Football Fiesta powered by AfriCell. What a way to introduce yourself into a big tournament. My name is Musa Sise, and together with me is Mr. Ibufai, a football coach, administrator, technician, you name it, and also the manager of the Independent Stadium here to talk to me through this very first match between Poland and Greece as the opening encounter in the 14th edition of the European Football Championship. Ibu, good evening. We missed out on something, but not that much.
Yeah, but we missed out, I think something very crucial. That was the goal. We did not know how the goal came about. But, if you look at the match, it's a tough match because this group is a very tough group. Not in terms of the quality of the teams, but in terms of, the teams that are in this group. All of them are in the same standard, so that's why the group is tough. But you can see Greece, they are struggling, even though they topped their group during the qualifiers, but they don't have the quality up front. Whilst defensively they are very strong. Whilst the Poland relies on counter-attack, and they were able to get the goal from the replay we saw from a counter-attack.
This is a very unique tournament for a country like Poland hosting the event for the first time jointly though with Ukraine. We had two previous joint hosts in Belgium and Netherlands and also in Switzerland and Austria. But for this one, even though we didn't have time to talk about the build-up because of the confusion we had with the time difference, but thank God we did manage to know where we stand. As of now, the games will be kicked off from 4 o'clock instead of the usually announced 5 o'clock. Poland, for me, playing at home with the trio of players they have in the German Championship in Borussia Dortmund. The goals coming from one of them in Lewandowski.
Yes.
Is no surprise to you, for example?
No, because both three are in form, because their performance throughout the season for Borussia Dortmund was excellent. And they have continued that. Even if you look at the build-up, before the tournament, even though the Polish team did not play so many matches, they just played test matches. You can see that these three were the three outstanding players. And for them getting the goal is not a surprise because they are the star players of the team. We expected Milan Barros to come in, but he's still having an injury. Maybe that's why. But these three are quality players. But with Greece, that's the problem. With Poland, you can see that they will do well against Greece. But going through the season, I think through the tournament, I think Poland, going to the second round will be a big achievement for them.
We talk about the Greeks because they performed minor miracles to qualify for the Euros in 1980. And that was their very first appearance at the Eurofinals ahead of the Soviet Union and Hungary. And more predictably, they failed to escape in a deadly group which comprised of West Germany, Holland, and Czechoslovakia. And it was in 2004 that Greece really made their mark. You remember that very tournament in which they were really the uncounted bunch who surprised everyone to come and win the tournament. We have a very key influential player in the team still, Karagonis.
And the team is on the transition from that, winning the European Cup to now. You can see that all the coaches are trying to play with the team and playing in young players and some of the old players, and we still have 3 old players from that era playing in the team. That shows that the team is struggling, and they have an advantage in the sense that the Greek economy is having a problem, and they want to use that to motivate the Greek population, so that they can have something to cheer on. But if you look at the quality of the team, is not there.
They are a tough nut to crack, and they are very well experienced, and that could count very much for them. But losing, going down in the fourth half by a goal to nil, and also a man down, could be very, very difficult.
That will be very, very difficult, because the referee made two crucial decisions. That is the sending off and the handball he refused for that's the penalty for the Greeks, and that's two crucial penalties, two crucial decisions that he took against the Greeks. And if you look at the sending of the yellow card was a bit harsh. Maybe it was an obstruction, but it was a bit harsh. You know, with common sense, he could have just, you know, talked to the player, warn him, and then move. But playing at home, you always have that advantage. Referees will always give you that advantage, and you know, Poland will not, you know, complain about it.
What do you make of this new player? Petsas, 21 years old, adopted the Messi. He plays like Messi, very influential like Messi, very good in the ball like Messi. But here he is, young. Do you think, it's a fair, acronym?
Well, any good player now is, you know, is measured against Messi. You know, he's a good player. He has the talent and so, but he's not well tested, you know, to be the next Messi. With the Greeks, he can be a very good player because of the standard of the players the Greeks have. But I don't think, if you look at the game, he did not have much influence in the game. Okay. And if you are a Messi, you must have influence in a game.
That's right. Let me just welcome you one more time into this Africell-powered Euro 2012. And even though we are here to tell you, more importantly, as to what this thing is all about, as to what you can win as a viewer and also as an Africell client, as an Africell line user, that is what we have in stock for you, because we will be demonstrating and explaining to you all what this thing's about tonight, most definitely. Before the second game comes in, we have our models and everyone in here in this multiple brand new studio, which is typically football oriented, and brought to you by Africell, always in support of sport, to talk to you and tell you how you can be part of this football fiesta that is going to last for the next 19 days on GRTS here, nowhere to go. Just stick to us and we shall be able to tell you all that you need to know and win big. About $1.5 million is worth of Africell jerseys and goodies. Prizes, very, very valuable ones in terms of mobile phones, credits, you name it, it's all in here to win. All that you need to do is just predict a winner of any game being played today by sending it, choose Poland for example, and send it to 1010, that is 1010 1010. And just to remind you that anytime you do that, Africell gives you 2 minutes of free talk time that you can use as